Hey everyone, Mitch coming in from the Commander Score Studio. Welcome to the show. So today's episode comes to you courtesy of my incredible patron, Jeff, and like the deck tech, this Break the Bank is built around Goro-Goro and Satoru. If you haven't seen the deck tech, make sure you check that one out first, because this one kind of needs the context of that one. A 3/4 Goblin Human, though, for 3 mana and Grixis. As a reminder, Goro-Goro and Satoru says, whenever one or more creatures you control that enter the battlefield this turn deal combat damage to a player, make a 5/5 red dragon spear creature token with flying, and by the way, you can pay 2 mana in red, and creatures you control gain haste until end of turn. Yeah, this is an amazing commander, a fantastic one that we showed off in a way that did not utilize ninjutsu, because yeah, you can do some really cool things with this one, even without ninjutsu. But of course, with the Break the Bank version, we are upping our budget all the way up to $100, and there are some amazing cards that we can add into it. So with all that said, let's jump into those cards. And the first edition is Skullclamp, coming in at $5.43, and equipment for a single mana that says, equip creature gets +1/-1. Whenever equip creature dies, draw 2 cards, and it costs equip 1. This card, well, was a mistake when Wizards made it, because, well, they're like, oh yeah, whoops, we made a really, really easy, basically, sacrifice outlet that just draws a ton of cards. Yeah, maybe not necessarily the point of the card, but yeah, if it just would have been a creature gets +1, +0, that would have been a much, well, more fair card. But Skullclamp, yeah, we'll utilize it in an unfair way like everyone else does. Basically, it is a card that says, hey, you pay 1 mana, you sacrifice a tiny little 1/1 creature, and you get to draw 2 cards. We have a ton of tiny little 1/1 creatures. We got a lot of tokens for this strategy. So yeah, we will be actually just drawing an insane amount of cards with this card. Even if you're not sacrificing a tiny little token with this, basically, you attach it to a creature you're going to swing with. If it gets taken out, cool, good for you. You get to actually draw 2 cards. So yeah, Skullclamp, a fantastic card draw engine for this deck. Moving on, Dragon Tempest, one of the most efficiently costed cards, of all time, really, for a specific tribe. And a gem for 2 mana in red, it says, when a creature control with flying enters the battlefield and control gains haste on a turn, typically, to grant flying to your team, basically that would cost 3. And then it also says, hey, whenever a dragon enters the battlefield you control, it deals X damage to a target, X the number of dragons you control. That's like Warstorm Surge-ish type, basically. That's a self of power versus going wide, but this basically goes really wide with dragons anyways. It's crazy, crazy good. It all, can be a game ender, both by, granting haste to swingy flyers, or also by making it so that you're just pinging everything and everyone down. And yeah, again, our commander makes a ton of dragon tokens. Basically, again, with hitting each opponent, we're making 3 in a turn. You get 3 dragons out. That is going to be 3 triggers of this. Absolutely crazy with the amount of damage we can put out. And of course, if we've got ways to grant extra combats, if we've got those dragons already sitting in there too, getting haste basically can be utilized in some ways where we can start swinging with those dragons that we get right away too. So yeah, it's an amazing card for $2.20, a great addition. Next up, speaking of great additions, we've got Lightning Greaves, an equipment for 2 mana that costs 0 to equipment. It says, creature has haste and shroud. This is a great card at, well, protecting our commander number 1, which is great. That shroud is fantastic. And just saying, yeah, you just stick around right there, okay? Just stay right there, okay? No one can target, even me. That being said, granting haste for free, that is massive. Being able to go, yeah, all right, I just had this creature come into play. Cool, all right, let's allow it to swing right away so I can utilize it. And also, it can't be targeted. That is huge. So again, 0 equip cost is absolutely, which pushes this one over the top when it makes it so it's just a very solid card to add to a strategy. You want to be aggressive and you want to protect things. Next up, Frostcliff Siege, an enchantment for 3 mana, and is it as it enters, choose Jeskai or Teamer. If you choose Jeskai, whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, you draw a card. Cool. Creatures you control get +1 with 0 and trample haste. If you control Teamer, though, basically what you're choosing is, hey, are you in the mood for some card advantage? Cool, go for Jeskai. Are you in the mood for some aggressiveness, getting damage through, and a little bit of pump? Sure, choose Teamer. Both are very efficient at what they are doing, basically, at 3 mana, but yeah, it is a really good, flexible card that helps you out in multiple ways, essentially, whatever you need for the situation that you are in. Next up, Professional Face Breaker. Yeah, this is a card that can give us so much value throughout the game. A 2/3 human warrior with menace for 3 mana in red. Whenever one of our creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a treasure token. By sacrificing a treasure, exile the top card of your library. Play that card this turn. Yeah, this is one where it's like, okay, again, where our goal for this deck is to be aggressive on opponents. We're going to be swinging a lot. We also have ways to grant double strike too. Anyways, being able to essentially go, okay, hit each player once at the very least. That is 3 triggers. That is 3 treasures. If we do that twice, you know, take double strike. Or if we have, you know, an extra combat, cool, we're doing even more. The very least, be able to go like, oh yeah, get 3 free treasures each turn. Also utilize those treasures if you want to for some impulse draw as well. Give this a lot of value throughout the game. And of course, with this one having menace, it can also get through on certain players too. Again, if they don't have multiple creatures to block, unfortunately for them, we're coming through and hitting you. Next up, Breath of Fury, coming in at $8.40, but it is well worth it. Enchantment creature, it's an enchantment aura for 4 mana in red. It can only enchant a creature you control. When enchanted creature successfully deals combat damage to a player, you sacrifice it, unless that was the last creature you controlled instead of discarding Breath of Fury. Attach to another creature you control. If you do, untap all creatures you control out of this phase. Visual combat phase. Basically, hey, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting this on a creature. We swing, we hit a player, we sacrifice that little creature, you know, usually it's like a tiny little token potentially. Oh, we get another, combat, and then we attach this to another creature. We do the exact same thing. This is a game-ending card, potentially even an infinite card, basically, depending on what we're doing. I mean, if we have, you know, a way to grant our creatures haste, which we have a lot of them, okay, we keep making those dragons. Oh, okay, we keep swinging. Okay, yeah, we win, basically, as long as our opponents can't block them. So yeah, we've got ways to go infinite with this. I mean, not infinite. I know rules layers out there, right? It's semi-infinite, okay? I mean, there's a limit to the threshold, but still, you win the game kind of a card. It's a crazy good card. Pick it up right now for this deck. Moving on, Enduring Curiosity. We've got a 4/3 Cat Glimmer that's an enchantment creature with flash for 4 mana in blue. When a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card. When it dies, well, hey, if it's a creature, comes back to the battlefield as an enchantment. Basically, this is like a, Bite in a Fassa type card, but it has 2 lives. I mean, cats normally have 9, but we'll take the 2. Basically, this is a creature that we can just flash in when we need to. It can be a great surprise for us. And we can actually utilize it in combat as well, which does help with our commander. That being said, of course, it is basically just, hey, yeah, I get double Biden of Fassa, essentially. If it gets taken out, I get it back again. So, good for me. Yeah, a great addition to the deck. Next up, Grim Hireling, a 3/2 Tiefling Rogue for 4 mana in black. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create 2 treasure tokens. By paying a black mana, you sacrifice X treasures and target creature gets -X till have turn, activate on the sorcery. This is a crazy good card. This is a card that says, hey, Facebreaker, yeah, I'm taking you to the next level. I give 2 treasures per creature hitting. Which means, again, with each combat, at the very least, if we get through on all 3 opponents, we are getting 6 treasures, which is crazy to get that much mana. Oh, and by the way, again, if we have double strike, we have extra combats, that's even more. Oh, by the way, I can also utilize those treasures when I need to take out creatures as well. This is a crazy good card for $9.55. A great card to add to the deck when we up our budget as we do. And finally, well, this is the cheapest version of Terror of the Peaks, a $19 card, but one that is so good for a strategy like this. A 5/4 dragon with flying for 5 mana in red. Spells your opponents cast that target it, costs social 3 life to cast, basically ward 3 life kind of, except for the abilities, doesn't really affect those. Anyways, whenever another creature you control enters, this creature deals damage, you'll do that creature's power to any target. Basically an additional Warstorm Surge, but on an evasive creature, which is amazing. Yeah, being able to go, oh, yeah, hey, those dragons just came into play because I hit my opponents. Cool, let's dish out 15 damage. Yeah, you can do some absolutely incredible things with this one. It is a great card to add into the deck at $20. But of course, you need the up budget for that because, well, that is quite the expensive card. But a great addition for this deck, of course. And with that, this episode is coming to a close, so it's my turn to hear from you. In the comments below, let me know your thoughts are on this episode. And of course, as always, thanks again and have a good one. This show and episodes like this one are possible thanks to viewers like you. If you're looking for an easy way to help support this show, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any new episodes. You can also go check out our playmats and other merchandise at thecommandersquarters.com. Another easy way to support this show is with our TCG player affiliate links. So whether you're buying a deck or individual cards, you can use this general link right here or one in the description. And the final way that you can support this show is by supporting us directly by becoming a patron. There are many benefits to being a patron, and I truly couldn't do this without all of their support.